Today, I like to explore a couple opportunities with fractals. We have a stock here, and if you notice, we have a growth fractal here, a leg, a longer leg. When you hit the bottom of the fractal, the stock did rise over 5%. Okay, one example of using a fractal to find the direction of a stock. We can move to the 10-year treasury. We've been watching this for probably about a month, and we have a typical growth fractal. Okay. I have a leg here, leg here, leg here, leg here. That's a 7 up. Now, that is a growing fractal, and I expect the trend to continue probably to the 5% level, then back down again. What this portends for the market, it's going to have a tough time in the first quarter. So yields are going up and the market will probably fall. Now, looking at another chart here, okay, we're looking at Brent crude. Well, not everyone, but people are expecting a rise in the oil. Here we have a typical decaying fractal. That's the top, okay. It began to decay, and now it's in a growth phase, meaning it'll break the top of the channel here and continue higher. A typical decaying fractal, which is now changing into growth when we break the top of the channel. That's Brent crude. Above the band is bullish. Okay, we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame again is bullish because we have a decaying fractal here, very typical. Bump up, big leg up. If we break, and when we break the top of the fractal channel here, gold will probably continue higher. If it holds here, it'll trend down. Again, gold, a typical growth fractal indicating a continued rally. That's gold. Actually, that's Bitcoin. I'm sorry. That's Bitcoin. Bitcoin, okay, decay has subsided and it's going to start to grow around here. Now, we'll take a look at, now we have Bitcoin here, okay? We have a 3-hour Bitcoin chart here. Again, bump up, big leg up. We break the top of the channel here. It's bullish. It's going to go higher. If it holds, it'll go lower. Again, we're looking at different fractals on different markets on different time frames. That's Bitcoin. Now, if we go down to like sweet oil, look at the same pattern. We have a decaying fractal. It stopped, went down, and it began to rise. It's going higher. Now, notice the band here. Okay, you break the top of the band, it's going to go higher. That would be like sweet oil. Go back to um, Brent crude. What do you think is going to happen? Same identical fractal. Decaying fractal went down and it's starting to go back up. We break the band, we go higher, just like this chart here. Okay, so light sweet oil is a copy, and Brent oil is a copy too. Again, there's Brent crude. Decaying fractal fell down, starting to grow now. Gold, very interesting. Again, we have a typical decaying fractal here, leg, bump, 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 7 up. It continued to go down. Now, gold's very volatile, okay? But it broke the top of the channel here, and as long as we hold in the area around here, it'll continue to go higher, okay? A typical decaying fractal, which reversed, and now it's trending up. Here's light sweet oil again, decaying fractal, went down, it reversed up above the channel. That's your entry point. Again, here's gold. It's now in a growth mode for higher prices. Heating oil, very interesting. A very common growth fractal. Leg, bump, bump. That's the bottom. Here's the top. As long as we hold the bottom here, it'll trend higher. You do a trade at the band right here. You put your stop there in case it breaks the channel and goes back down again. But looking at crude and sweet oil, I think oil will provide a good opportunity for trade going down. There's not too much risk here. That's the beauty of fractals. You can define your risk. So if it reverses, you know exactly what's going to happen. This is called a nested growth fractal. You see this every day in every market on every time frame. It's pretty reliable. That's about it. I've put the charts on YouTube. Neil will be going along with me and giving some advice on the fractals, but I just wanted to point out some opportunities here. Heating oil would probably be a good, safe trade here because your risk is very limited here, very limited. Okay, again, that's the beauty of the fractals. The bands indicate the entry points. You enter here, you put a stop, and then, well, again, we're looking at a weekly chart. It's going to take a little time to develop. You have to bear that in mind. You can do the trade on a weekly chart. You can do it on a daily chart. You can do a trade on a 2 hour chart. You can do a trade on a 1 hour chart in any market on a 2 hour chart here again. And this one broke out, and this is telling me that um, oil and crude is going to continue to go up. Gold, Bitcoin is very bullish here. This is a good opportunity here too. You could do a trade once we break above the level here, and perhaps put a stop around here. So again, you're defining your risk on a trade for the direction of the market, and yields will continue to go up. We've been watching this for a month. So it's a warning for the markets here. And again, you can use the fractals for any stock. You can buy call options. You can do the trade on an index. You can do a trade practically on any market there. There I am on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter too. I'll post a chart occasionally. I have my website, still working on that. A trade we did here, I believe we did this on Friday, and we have a typical decaying fractal here. Okay, I estimated the top to be around here, and we did an entry point there, and we grabbed about 20 points. Okay, Neil is putting out some decaying fractals here. He has a basic copy on the SVX SPY. We have a double top here. Um, Others are trying to imitate my system here, but sadly doesn't work. Do we have any other clear fractals? Okay, that's the trade we did on Friday. Again, the band is here. We break the lower band here. You can expect lower prices in the days ahead. We have earnings coming out during the week, and there's that micro. I'm trading the micro contract, and here's a recap of the entire day. I believe I put that on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and view the video. Okay, now here's a couple of growth fractals which we caught on Friday. Again, leg. You have a 7 leg up here. It did rally, then it faded back again, and there's the initial trade on the micro. I was off, I think about 3 points, but we entered anyway, and the trade did work out quite well. Again, we're looking at the student channel here. If you're interested in learning the fractals, you can join us on the channel. And here's another trade there we did. And here's Neil's nested top. And there's that micro, which we followed hour by hour during the day. And here's a growth fractal, which is exploding. Look what happened there on Friday. Again, you'll see this fractal on all markets. There's Neil's 7 ways up on the Dow chart. Leg, 7 up. Okay. It indicates a turn. How far? We don't know until another fractal appears. Here's the 2 growth fractals, which we pointed out on Friday. And here's another 7 ways up on a 5-minute chart on every time frame. And again, if the market breaks the bottom of the channel, that would be a trend down to do a short. And there's the beginning of the growth fractal on Friday. Uh, Again, we have videos on YouTube. That's the yields for spiking up on Friday, which they did because of the jobs report. And we have 7 up on the gas chart here. And there's the hedge algorithm. So if you want more information, simply go to YouTube. You can find me there, or I'm also on Twitter. So those are the opportunities for the weekend. The futures are open on Sunday. I don't find anything on the cash market here yet. Okay, this is the long-term top tick for 2027. We have a typical 9 up, which kind of is rare. Yeah, it could go 5, go to 7, go to 9. But when it goes to 9, that's a high probability trade. We did short there, pretty close to the top of the year. There's your yield fractal there again too. So again, I just here's a typical slider bottom. That's a growth fractal. Whenever I find this particular form, you know a trend's going to be up. Again, these are contributions from Neil. He has his own channel. All you have to do, drop in. Here's another slider top. Look at that, classic. Look for a pattern, and if the legs are equal, you have a slide here. That's a top, and it's a turn. Practice only determine the turns to the market. That's it. So, a quote from Paul Tudor: "If you're wrong, you're wrong." That's it. Okay, here's a decaying fractal here. Okay, it went down and continued to go down. So again, you're looking for this would be 7 up. You have to scale it to get a better definition of the fractal. There's our um, creative year there, and here's another typical growth fractal here. Here's another video I put on the student channel. Occasionally, I'll put them on YouTube. Here's your 7 up. Ideally, you want all the legs to be equal, okay? If all the legs are equal on a 7 up, that's probably a 90% probability it's going to turn. And I believe we did that trade there. No Santa Claus rally this year, huh? Okay, there's the yield. Um, we had a 4-hour daily and a weekly basic copy fractal. Okay, Walgreens, again, you can do this on stocks too. We have a typical slider top nested. Look what happened. The stock dropped almost 7%. It's a simple picture. That's all you got to do. Draw your bands, you break the band, that's your trigger, you do the trade. All right, now here's another typical decaying fractal. textbook, it looks like this. A little bump, equal leg, equal leg. A little bump, equal leg. Pop, decay, down. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. Okay. Uh, little dip, leg, growth fractal. It hits decay. It begins to turn. Again, we're looking at examples. We have videos every day on uh, my channel, Neil's channel, YouTube, and Twitter. So those are the opportunities you have for the weekend. And just remember to put a stop. You trade small. Start with one contract. If it goes your way, then you can add. Don't do 5, 10, 20 contracts. You got to be quick. It's a full-time job. Trading, if you're doing it part-time, go with the longer time frames. For example, the XVX fractals, they either grow or they decay. That's it for the weekend. We'll see everybody Sunday. Hank Nikki signing off.